Now, as the Iran deal inches potentially closer, a Saudi report has claimed that over the past 2 months, Israeli force jets have successfully entered Iranian airspace multiple times. The mission, carried out alongside the United States, was a drill to simulate an aerial and maritime strike on Iranian nuclear and military targets. Our correspondent Jodie Cohen has more.
According to the report, Iranian and Russian sensors both failed to locate the Israeli F-35 advanced fifth-generation fighter jets, drones and mid-air refueling aircraft over Iranian airspace. The US and Israel have been carrying out a series of both secret and public exercises to prepare for a possible strike on Iran's nuclear facilities and Iranian warships in the strategic Red Sea in order to prevent a potentially nuclear Iran. Iran says it has begun reviewing the US's offer to return to the 2015 agreement. However, Israel's Prime Minister Lapid has urged President Biden not to sign the revived Iran nuclear deal as it stands.
All that being said, we have made it clear to everyone, if a deal is signed, it does not obligate Israel. We will act to prevent Iran from becoming a nuclear state. We are not prepared to live with a nuclear threat above our heads from an extremist, violent Islamist regime. This will not happen.
So first of all, I spoke with Dr. Eli Carmon from the International Institute for Counter-Terrorism and an expert in Iranian affairs to hear his views about the deal and what might happen next.
It's a bit difficult to understand why Israel is opposing completely the deal at this moment, because we don't know much about its content. At least we know that the Revolutionary Guards, Iranian Revolutionary Guards, remain in the list of terrorist organizations, but the timetables and the constraints on Iran are not clear.
Now, Israel says it will take whatever action is necessary to stop Iran from getting a nuclear bomb. Which other countries do you think would support and even assist Israel in taking action?
Many Gulf countries, Arab countries, support Israel, but only quietly. We see that they are negotiating with the Iranians because they are not sure that the United States will be firm against Iran if there is a breakthrough to the nuclear military device. Israel wants to be independent because it is not thinking the United States will attack Iran.
On Wednesday, Lapid said that President Biden would not be fulfilling his pledge to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons if the US joins the deal as it currently stands. Israeli Defense Minister Gantz is meeting with military heads on Thursday, and Prime Minister Lapid has announced he's speaking with President Biden in what's being seen as a final attempt to try to influence the deal. And according to a Saudi source, the US-Israeli coordination suggests that the US could support and assist Israeli action if attempts to revive the nuclear deal break down. This is Jodie Cohen for WION World is One.